Hi guys, it's Stephen from Glen Car Sales, and today, if ever there was an up and coming future classic, that's pretty much what it looks like. This is a Z4 3 litre SI manual. It's had 6 owners, it's done 87,000 miles. Normally we are pretty strict when it comes to age and mileage, but there's always the odd car that comes into stock that we bend the rules for. And when we took this Z4 Coupe in a part exchange against the Z4M Roadster, it was just far too good to auction. It's in silver grey metallic with a cognac individual leather interior, and it's got a nice piano black trim on the dashboard as well. But overall it's in really good shape. A few little marks about the car which I will highlight in the video. So without further ado, let's get a look around. So it has a very comprehensive service history. Next service is due in 13,000 miles. Just some things that I always look at when, especially when it comes to older performance cars, is, you know, what kind of conditions the bodywork in and what sort of tyres are on it. And I'm delighted to see it's on a matching set of Michelin tyres. You can see in there it's had recent discs and pads as well. The interior has been very well kept. If you have a look, these have got one of the nicest, most sculpted sports seats of any BMW, and they do tend to be, they don't tend to wear very well if they've not been carefully, sat in, for want of a better expression. I've had a look at some of the other cars that are for sale, and even some of the lower mileage cars, the driver's bolster looks like it really does take a bit of a beating. But once we move inside, you'll see that the interior has worn very well, thanks in no small part to the fact that the owners have been careful getting in and out over the years. So we'll get a closer look now after having a slow walk round, just to let you take in the car's general appearance. All the cars are detailed, so as you can see that the bodywork is in really good shape, with no swirl or scratches present in the silver grey clear coat. Other thing that these cars could be quite prone for is solar damage. As the top of the light lens faces up the way, this area here can end up quite opaque and cloudy, and as you can see in the camera, the light lenses are still in really good shape, but also on a xenon headlamp as well. So it's got a set of black kidney grills, which always look that little bit sportier than the chrome options. So there is a little bit of lacquer peel just here, just on the very front of the nose cone, just in between the kidney grills there, and right down the bottom there's a bit of a mark here as well. But I mean, the car's sitting on a set of eye-back springs. It is sitting pretty low, but I think for a car of this age and this mileage, I think it's in fantastic order, and it's certainly well above average condition. Looking down the passenger side of the vehicle, just picking up the reflections of the wall and the bodywork. And then as I look down myself, there is no parking dents to report. Looking at the front, first alloy wheel. Now these are the Z4M optional wheels, which were fitted with the car. It's on the original build sheet, so these weren't fitted after market. This is the car as it was when it came new. I just love this sloping tailgate design. The Z4 Roadster, it isn't a bad looking car, but when they gave it a fixed roof, it just, in my eyes, became an overnight future classic without a doubt. So yeah, I'm getting a bit losing track here. Where was I? Looking down the length of the near side from the rear, just to see if another angle highlights any defects in the bodywork, but they're all nice and straight, no parking dents or scratches. Rear offside wheel, free from any damage. And moving round to the rear, it's got a lovely little bump. This also has a small carbon fibre boot spoiler, just finishing off the rear nicely there. Love the staggered rear the staggered exhaust outlets as well. Surprisingly practical, got a pretty decent sized boot, nice and deep, big opening obviously because it's a hatch, and then this hooks up into, a bit harder to do with one hand, this hooks up onto the tailgate, so when you close the boot down no one can see your possessions, because that would be quite revealing if it didn't have that. There you go. So looking down the driver's side from the back, just picking up the reflections of the light coming in through the showroom windows there. You see no parking dents or any scratches or scrapes. Offside rear alloy wheel, free from any damage. And as I mentioned earlier, we've got a fairly recent set of discs on the back. And the final alloy wheel, again, free from any damage. And the discs are all in good condition as well. It does have a gloss black wrapped roof and mirror caps, which could easily be removed. I don't think it does. Don't think it looks too out of place. Carries on the contours of the tailgate and the glass up onto the roof. I think it looks pretty good actually. It's nice to see it's got the double bubble roof. It's just lovely design elements of the car all the way around as you take it all in. So a lovely contrast from the silver grey. As we step inside we can see the cognac interior along with the gloss black on the dashboard as well. Outer edge of the seat beginning to wear just on the edge there, but if we compare the passenger and the driver we can see that the seat base isn't too badly stretched, and the centre panels and everything are all in good shape, and the bolster on the bottom, again that's wearing well. So just some light damage just with people getting in and out over the years just on the outer bolster, which is a bit of a shame, but as I said earlier, there doesn't appear to be any that are for sale that have a perfect bolster. And as we get in, I can see why, because he sits so low. It's got a mega driving position. I always put the seat as far down as I can, and in one of these, it's one of the few cars I've actually got to bring the seat up a bit, because being 5'9", I can hardly see over the steering wheel with the seat in its lowest position. So this is a 6-speed manual car. It's got a really nice gearbox, really short shift, nice and precise. Once the car's in gear, there's very little slack in the shifter. We've got heated seats, and that's your sports mode. Other than that, it's a really minimalistic design. You've got your audio, single disc CD changer, single disc radio, and your climate control at the bottom, and that is really about it. Your 2 retro dials here as well. Speed on the left, tackle on the right. Dip the clutch and get it started. So I believe this has got the N52 straight 6, 3 litre obviously petrol, 262 brake horsepower, really responsive engine, sounds glorious, and it's got a really nice appetite for revs as well. Really strong unit these. Over the years we haven't had any issues with the straight 6 3 litre non-turbocharged petrol. Obviously once you start going turbocharged with the 335, I think that's the N54, they can tend to be a little bit unreliable as they get older, but the naturally aspirated straight 6 is a very robust unit, which we'll have a look at in a second. So as we can see, the only warning lights are that the doors open and could be doing with some fuel. Current mileage is 85,260, and cruise control down there as well, and with this lovely thick rimmed M Sport steering wheel with your controls on it, auto lights, and yeah, you need to work your wipers yourself, no automatic wipers. Oh, the other thing that's nice to point out as well is it's got a set of binded mats. So you've got your cognac on the seats and around the binding on the mats, which is lovely. Ties it all together. It's a big engine bay. That 3-litre engine almost looks lost in there. A very clean engine bay, especially when we remember that this car is 17 years old. But it just looks so right. It really does. As you can tell, guys, I'm a bit of a fan. I think these are one of the best driving BMWs of this era, and if you can live with just 2 seats, then you're in for a real treat. It's a great car to live with. So that's the end of the walk around video, guys. I hope you found it helpful. If we can help at all, you can reach us at the garage. The phone number here is 01236 779 9000. There'll be 2 links in the description below. One, we won't buy any car.com, but we might buy your car and for a great price too. If you've got something similar for sale, we would love to hear from you. And also another one, this takes you straight to the car. That will give you all the details of the service history, the spec, some good selection of photographs and the description. And if you are interested, you can also send us an inquiry from the website. We do also reply to any questions that are left in the comments. So if there's anything you'd want to find out about the car or anything else, just leave it in the comments and we'll always reply. As you are looking at a BMW Z4 Coupe on YouTube, I'll put a link to a video up here which we uploaded a while back that I think you might find of interest. And also, if you would like to consider subscribing to the channel, that would be absolutely fantastic. That way you'll not miss any more stock updates or any up and coming road tests. Thanks again for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.